When archaeologists uncovered the original Olympic training grounds of ancient Greece, they expected to find sophisticated equipment and advanced systems. Instead, they found something remarkably simple: stone weights, open ground, and a sand pit. Yet these were the same athletes whose physiques inspired some of the most famous sculptures in history. Modern researchers once believed those statues exaggerated the human form, but the evidence suggested otherwise. The bodies were real. This raises an important question. How did these athletes become so powerful without modern gyms, machines, or complicated workout plans? Greek coaches believe the human body performs best when it works as a single connected system. They did not isolate muscles, they trained movement itself. Strength, endurance, balance, and power were developed together. And that philosophy led to 3 exercises that built some of the most impressive physiques the ancient world had ever seen. The first of these forgotten movements begins with a simple tool known as the halteres.
The first exercise was inspired by a simple tool known as the halteres. Originally designed to help athletes jump farther, coaches soon noticed something unexpected. The athletes who trained with these weights became stronger everywhere. Their hips were more explosive, their cores were more stable, their performance improved even in events that had nothing to do with jumping. The reason lies in how the body generates force. Every powerful movement begins at the hips. Sprinting, jumping, throwing, and even lifting all depend on the posterior chain working together as one system. When the hips drive explosively, the glutes, hamstrings, lower back, and core must coordinate perfectly. Ancient Greek coaches understood this centuries before modern biomechanics existed. They weren't training muscles, they were training movement. And that principle remains just as effective today. A simple kettlebell swing captures the same mechanics.
The second movement was inspired by pancration, the most brutal combat sport of the ancient Olympics. Unlike modern sports, pancration had almost no rules. Fighters had to strike, grapple, and survive in every position imaginable. Greek coaches quickly realized that strength developed in perfect gym conditions was not enough. A truly capable athlete needed to generate force from the ground, from awkward angles, and under extreme fatigue. This led to a training method that looks surprisingly similar to a modern burpee, but the purpose was very different. The goal was not simply conditioning. The goal was learning how to produce power from disadvantage. Every repetition forced the athlete to move from the floor back to standing position as quickly and efficiently as possible. This built explosive strength, upper body endurance, and resilience under fatigue. Greek fighters could not choose ideal positions during combat. Their training reflected that reality. Strength was tested when the body was tired, uncomfortable, and vulnerable. And that is exactly why this movement remains so effective today. But the final exercise might be the most impressive of all, because it was originally designed for men who carried the weight of war itself. The final movement comes from a group of men who carried extraordinary weight every day. Greek hoplite soldiers marched into battle wearing bronze armor, carrying heavy shields, weapons, and supplies for miles at a time. Their bodies had to remain strong under constant load. This challenge inspired a simple but incredibly effective exercise, the loaded carry. At first glance, walking while holding weight may seem too simple to matter, but simplicity can be deceptive. Every step forces the shoulders, core, hips, and legs to work together. The overhead arm fights instability, while the weight at the side tries to pull the body out of position. Weakness becomes impossible to hide. If the core lacks strength, the torso leans. If the shoulders lack stability, the arm begins to shake. The carry exposes problems and fixes them simultaneously. This is why loaded carries remain one of the most respected tools in strength training today. They develop real-world strength, the kind that transfers directly to daily life. And when combined with the previous 2 exercises, They create a complete system for building power, endurance, stability, and resilience. But the most important lesson from ancient Greece has nothing to do with exercise at all.
The greatest lesson from ancient Greece was never about a specific exercise. It was about a philosophy. Greek coaches understood that the body functions as a complete system. Strength was not separated from endurance. Power was not separated from stability. Everything worked together. Modern fitness often creates complexity where none is needed. More machines, more programs, more distractions. Yet the athletes who inspired centuries of admiration built extraordinary physiques with almost nothing. They focused on movements that trained the entire body, movements that developed capability instead of appearance alone. The halter swing built explosive power. The ground press developed strength under fatigue. The loaded carry forged stability under real-world demands. Together, these movements created athletes who were strong, resilient, and difficult to break. The marble statues left behind were not works of imagination. They were reflections of what disciplined training could produce. And that same principle remains true today. It was never about having more equipment. It was never about finding a secret shortcut. It was about applying better principles consistently. Build strength that serves a purpose, and the physique will follow. Build capability, and everything else follows with it.